So yesterday I was speaking a little bit on agricultural questions, and my last picture was this one. So I would like to resume today with this one, but actually with quite this one. So I'd like to present you Odessa region, which is one of 25 regions in Ukraine. And to the west you see Moldova, so by coincidence they have almost the same area and the same population. So we see 2.3 million people and 33,000 square kilometers in both regions. So this is where we are. At the moment we have the occupation. This is Kherson city here. So this was occupied by Russia until half a year ago, and the Russians are now standing along the Dnieper River, which you see here. So this is Mykolaiv Oblast, Kherson Oblast, and Crimea. I'd like to start anyhow, first of all, with political situation in Moldova. Here you have an overview on this map. You see the situation of votes of the elections of 2021, when the pro-Western PAS party had a landslide victory. But you also see very good on the maps which regions you have in Moldova. Yeah, so to the east you have Transnistria, which is pro-Russia. You can call it a Soviet museum, actually. In the south you have the autonomy of Gagauzia, which is a Turkish people of Christian believers, and they are very much Russian affiliated. They have connections to Turkey and to Russia, so they mainly vote for the bloc of communists and socialists. I would like to give you some impressions. I open my photo books for you. So I came to Moldova in the year of 2018, and the second day when I watched out of my window I saw this picture. It was a pro-union demonstration. So on this day, a couple of days before, the day of the Romanian language was celebrated. And you have this pro-union movement in Moldova. This means that part of the people would like to unite with Romania. So, for example, the Liberal Party, which is right at the place where I live, has this astonishing map on the building, saying Union of Bessarabia with Romania. So as an Austrian it was quite stunning that you can just deny sovereignty of your own country and just say that, okay, actually we're not a sovereign country, we would like to be a part of Romania. Remains a little bit of the situation in Austria after the First World War, when we also had this kind of question standing. So on the other side we have the pro-Russian parties, which is the socialists. So this was campaigning for the vote for the elections of 2019. So we have the socialists. You see the red color and the star still there. And here we have the Shor party. Ilan Shor is one of the biggest oligarchs in Moldova. He is currently fled the country because he's persecuted for being involved in fraud of $1 billion of euros. He's one of the people accused of this. And you see the outcome of the votes in this year. Socialists gained most of the votes, and pro-Western got the second place. So you always have quite a balanced picture in Moldova. Sometimes the pro-Western forces are stronger, sometimes the pro-Eastern Russian-friendly forces are stronger. You have some pictures saying don't vote for oligarchs. And this is merchandising before the 9th of May 2019, which is the day of victory over Nazi Germany for the former Soviet Union countries. And back then it was still normal or possible to sell these Soviet flags and the Georgs banners on the streets. Nowadays it's forbidden because after the invasion of Ukraine by Russian, the symbolics were forbidden in Moldova. You can't carry it, you will be punished. So here we see some demonstrations which are paid by oligarchs. Actually, it was the time when Maya Sandu was coming to power, the PAS party. It was still not unclear how the future will be, and it's very common that parties are paying demonstrants, Protestants. Yeah, so it's very easy. People are poor, you can buy them. I'd like to show you some pictures now which show the political landscape. So for me, monuments are a symbol of political and historical facts. So here we see a golden lane in State 2. It's in Chadilunga, which is in the Gagauz part, the southern part. Now we switch to Transnistria. We are here in the Museum of War Glory of Ribnica, and you see the old Soviet narratives, very famous pictures which were used in propaganda in the Soviet times, and they are highlighted in this museum. So actually it's saying, yeah, so the one on the right says, in which way did you help on the front? Dicem pomog fronto. The middle one says, we fight for the right thing. The victory will be ours. So of course, after the start of the war in Ukraine, it's terrible that it's very actual again. Yeah. So history is actually repeating itself. So which is very important in Transnistria is the remembrance of the Second World War. So this is actually the one thing which holds everything together. So we are the victims and also the heroes. So here you see pictures of the veterans. It's called the faces of victory. I was very glad to be in Ribnica a few days before the pandemic. Let everything shut down. The borders were shut down for a year to Transnistria. And I was at the Maslenica holiday. Maslenica is something like Fasching, carnival. So they have different kind of food. And the end of the Maslenica is the burning of this figure. And so the people are gathering, and at the end this figure is burned, and Lenin is watching the whole scenery. It's 5 minutes to 12 also. So they have something which is like an Austrian tradition of Maibaumkraxeln. So the guys are trying to climb up this tree and getting the presents up there. So here we are in a history museum in Tiraspol. We see the writing says, together with Russia, Mr. Thrasi. Then we have a picture of Putin and the products which are produced in Transnistria, shoes, some clothes, and very popular, very famous is the Bettwäsche. For the bed, yeah, what do you need for the bed? On the bed, yeah. Blanket. So the blankets, they are exporting it to many countries. So now we're changing completely the site. We're going to Odessa. First visit after the start of the war was in April 22. I went just for a few hours, and it was the first time for me to go to a country which is in war. A few weeks before that, Moscow, the battleship Moscow was put down, yeah, and they have this this picture remembering this event, and also the saying that Russian warship get off, to say it in a nice way. And you also have these blog posts, and here a black picture saying, billboard saying, "We believe in the Ukrainian army." So you have this billboards a lot in the Odessa city. Coming to my end, I want to show you Sergei Boshko. He's a painter from Odessa. He has his atelier next to the Opera House, which is the center. And for a couple of weeks he was quite, well, how to say it, shocked. And then he reacted in his way. He made some pictures showing them what happens in the country. And he called his series Occupanti, the occupants. So I'll show you three pictures of the series. Here we have the cherry blossom made in April. You see the tanks, the Russian tanks moving on streets in Ukraine. You see the symbols, the V on the tank, and you see the kind of the searcher, the sensor of Ukrainian drones or airplanes, yeah, who are trying to shoot down the tanks. And at the same time, which makes the picture a little bit more hopeful, you have the cherry blossom, the trees, as like white spots on the picture. So this picture is called "The First from Kherson." This was the time when Russia occupied Kherson. Kherson is famous for the watermelons. So normally in summer the watermelons are always coming from Kherson. And Sergei here shows in an ironic way that the Russians, which they actually did in a very vast amount, they are stealing electrical equipment like fridges. Yeah? So you have a Bosch fridge, and here you say 2 years of warranty and things like that. And they have a kind of artwork in the form of Moscow Kremlin here. So this is the way he dealt with this situation back then. Meanwhile, Kherson is again Ukrainian territory. The last picture is called "The Last Mobilization." Here you see the Patriarch of Moscow, Kirill, who is holding in his hand some puppets, which are from Soviet films, children films. And the sheeps are the symbols of the Russian soldiers, actually. And this is the package the soldiers get. There's some food in it for the first day, so they can survive. And Sergei Boshko was putting this together to this picture. Yeah, thank you very much. Any questions maybe now or later? I'm always happy to speak about Moldova and Ukraine. And yeah, looking forward to the excursion. Thank you.